so hard to not believe the hype. You think, why am I not getting bigger? I must be doing something wrong, and you try it. So he's like, I'm going to do different than I tell my clients, and he tried it, and it didn't work. Baby Nakey, what are you doing, Baby Nakey? Coach Greg, and I am here today to talk all about Arya Saffaie. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his name right. He is a Mr. Olympia men's physique competitor 2 times, extremely good physique. Well, good is an understatement, amazing, and lifetime natural. Yeah, I know you're all going to debate that. Whatever. He says he's natural. I'm going to believe him on that. It's not like he's some freakish, like, huge dude. He just has an amazing physique and shows up shredded and has great proportions. So, he decided after 20 years of training, he's like, there's got to be a way to put on more size. So, I am going to dirty bulk. Yes! Put on lots of muscle, eat like crazy, bulk up, get huge, okay? What happened? He said it was the worst thing he ever did in his life. It was horrible. In the end, he gained a zero muscle from it, and it just goes to show what I'm saying, that adding a huge surplus of calories isn't going to be the secret to adding muscle. So what happened? He ate a lot, big surplus. He usually says never go past a 500 calorie surplus. He never wants to go past 12% body fat, so he stays in really good shape almost all the time. So really, he's kind of like me. He tries to stay in pretty good shape year-round. He competed at 3.9%, he said, which is leaner than I've ever competed at. So, you know, percents can be up by 1 or 2, but whatever. He was shredded. I mean, maybe he was 3.9. Anyway, so he bulked, got a lot fatter, a lot chubbier. And then he went into his contest prep mode thinking, yes, I put on all this muscle. And if you watch my other videos, you know, when you gain a lot of weight, it tricks your brain into thinking, well, I'm lifting heavier weights, I must have more muscle. You look bigger, but it's fat, it's covering the layers. And then when you start dieting, you start shrinking, and you're like, geez, I'm looking flat now. You go from being fat to flat, which I did a video on as well. So here is what happened. He literally says, dieting became a lifetime of pain. I'm quoting how he said it. He had to suffer tremendously to get the fat off. He had to go in a larger calorie deficit than he normally did to get the fat off. He had to do much more cardio to get the fat off. What did that result in? Any and all extra muscle built during this bulked up force feed, whatever you want to call it, dirty bulk, all that extra muscle was in fact shed off, which is what I keep saying all the time. If you just gain 30, 40, 50 pounds in the off season to gain extra muscle, when you diet, it's going to come off. The extra muscle will be burnt off because you have to suffer too much to get it off. It's not going to make it easier. It's in fact going to make it harder. Not to mention, dirty bulking is not healthy. It's yo-yo dieting, it's binge eating, it's eating disordered type of mentality, and it leads to more chance of diabetes, heart disease, and early death. So you can take the diabetic early death approach and show up and have muscle, or you can take the, I'm not going to eat too much, I'm just going to get to where my body's comfortable and maintain that and slowly build muscle and then compete, and both people will be at the same level. So a lot of people think I say that if you bulk, it's stupid, you're going to never have any muscle. No, if you bulk up and diet, or don't bulk up and diet, you will compete at the same exact endpoint. Either way is going to work. It's just one is stupid and the other isn't. Why is one stupid? Because if you do it, you're increasing your chance of dying, diabetes, the yo-yo dieting, the mental problem of seeing yourself get so fat in the off season that you're depressed, and then shrinking down, and the mental part of thinking, oh my God, I'm flat now, my muscles are small, and not to mention having to suffer through endless hours of cardio and an extremely low calorie deficit to get back to the shape. So you have one way where you yo-yo, eat like a pig for 6 months, whatever, then diet hard. The other way, eat a little bit more, but not crazy, suffer a little bit, not too bad, and then diet, and not such a hard diet and not crazy amounts of cardio. Or all in, eat like crazy, all in, diet like crazy. That's the point I'm making. He learned the hard way, like most people, that it's bad. You don't think I tried it? I was in my 20s once, 20 years ago, tried it. Same exact freaking results. Got fat, dieted, thought I put on all this muscle, ended up at the same weight, and it was like, what's the point of this? It was just suffering for nothing. He says, when he coaches his clients, like me, he tells them the same thing like me I do, which is not to get too fat in the off season. But he decided, I'm going to try this out on myself because he, heard too many myths, rumors, other people, other big bodybuilders saying that's the way to do it. So you fall prey and you try it because it's so hard to not believe the hype. You think, why am I not getting bigger? I must be doing something wrong, and you try it. So he's like, I'm going to do different than I tell my clients, and he tried it, and it didn't work. Baby Nakey, what are you doing, Baby Nakey? Baby Nakey. He also points out, which is 100% true, it's hard in the off season to not go for the bulking, because when you're in the off season, there's no like show down the road. You're not like, oh God, a million people are gonna see me in my underwear. I have to like look good. There's none of that. You're like covered up and it's not a big deal. But when you're in prep mode, it's like the show's coming up. I'm gonna make sure I eat that broccoli and whatever you need to eat. Okay, so it's hard to diet in the off season, and not even to diet, to just not eat pizza every day. It's hard. Hopefully it makes sense. You believe me now that bulking is not the answer. If you don't believe me, you're gonna try it. You're gonna get fat. You're gonna suffer on your diet to get back in shape, and then you're gonna have a story just like his, just like mine, and realize it's not the answer. You don't need to bulk. Just get to a comfortable weight, not something that's going to cause you to look like a piece of poop. You don't become a bag of milk. You become a little bit fatter than contest. You don't have to maintain 3%. I'm not an idiot. Maintain what's realistic for you. Maybe it's 8. Maybe it's 10, maybe it's 15, maybe it's 17% body fat in the off season. Okay, so that wraps it up. You want to see more blooped up videos on bulking and what to eat and all that? They're up here, okay? GregDoucette.com for coaching. Follow me on IG, Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro. Lots of videos, lots of discussions, lots of bullshit, lots of non-bullshit. Let's see you there. I'm out.